Hey everybody, it's Five. We're checking out Underspace. This is a game I've not played before. I have witnessed it being in development for a while now, but I've not touched it before today. So we're going to change that. We're going to give it a playtest, see if we can give some useful feedback. I've got the game page open. It says, inspired by classic space games, Underspace is an open-world space arcade dogfighting game where every star system is crafted by hand and every star system has something to see or do. Jump into the bizarre galaxy of Croft. Step into the role you want and thrive alone or online with friends, but beware, the storms rule the stars. Alright, so this goes on for quite a while. About unique stories, make your own choices, all sorts of stuff, so it seems like a pretty big game in scope. I don't know how much is in the demo or how much we're going to touch today, but we're going to give it a shot. See what happens. I've not seen anything past this screen. Let's go ahead and click on the options here. Looks like we can scale the damage, which is very interesting to just have like direct control over something like that, but I guess to play the way you want to. Mouse sensitivity for X and Y separately, which, I mean, I guess. Mouse press time, the time it takes for your ship to enter free flight mode when holding down the mouse. Free flight needs to be disabled. Interesting. Use subtitles, cinematics. You can turn that on and off. Interesting. HUD fades. HUD elements that are not that are full or not in use turn invisible after a certain amount of time. Okay. Tooltips, invert orbital camera, autocorrect, rotation when not in free flight mode, contextual HUD hiding, contextual HUD colors, show cockpit, tutorial pop-up messages, HUD colors. All right, so lots of options to customize the game however you feel. Controls. I don't know if there's any tutorials or anything that might. If there's a lot of buttons. Okay. So yeah, I'm not really experienced with like space sims. I'll just mention that right now. I'm not sure how much sim stuff is going on and whatever, but it might be a little bit hard to like come to terms with like the number of buttons and stuff like that. Who knows? I don't know if there's going to be some UI stuff you could just click on with the mouse. We got graphics here, resolution, it's full screen. I don't know why this is like unticked, but view distance, nebula density. This should be like maxed out, I guess, because I left it on the highest setting in the launch options. Run game in background, no filtering, anisotropic or anisotropic filtering. Isn't it typical to use this? I don't know how this runs. We got AA on here. Interesting, it just says AA, it doesn't say like the type of AA, which is unusual. Very high quality. Anyways, yeah, let's try this out, and if we have to turn things down later, we'll do that. Master volume. Thankfully it doesn't sound too loud, at least so far. So that's always nice to see. Visit website, load game, new game, quit. Let's go ahead and click on new game. Looks like we have some social media links. Let's get into this finally. Something about radioactivity that disappeared really fast for some reason. Higher level equipment requires storm eyes to purchase, a kind of rare material only found in unspatial something. This loading menu might freeze at several points, just be patient. Higher level equipment requires storm eyes to purchase. Only found in underspatial rifts. Okay. See, I'm curious. I don't know how playtest friendly this is, but I guess, you know, it's always important to, in my opinion, to make a significant effort to cater your game to the new players, because, you know, if somebody doesn't enjoy themselves in the first 20 minutes of the game or whatever, they're probably not going to keep playing for hours to get into it. Alright, looks like we got past the loading screen. Okay, this is Speaker Freighter Gold 7, a battleship, whatever that was. I couldn't read that fast enough. We read you Gold 7, you checking in. Yeah, we're about to pass through the main singularity field. Feel like I should give one last update. Acknowledge, seems like there's a light storm coming. Keep an eye out. Hamad, whatever that is. What's the ETA on that storm? About 3 hours, we should be good. So the text is a little bit fast. Let's push through it then. Obviously some people read faster than others. Oh, HEDG, oh my gosh. Storm signal is going off. That's impossible. What was that? Just lost most of our hull. I don't see anything. I don't really tell what's going on visually here. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell or not. It seems they don't know what's going on either. What are you engaged with? I don't know. Oh no. So far the frame rate seems fine. Oh, this thing's alive. Interesting. Found guilty. Hangar decks, please. Oh, it's like an elevator. Even been an hour, they've already got billboards up. It's bad, it's all bad, but not as bad as it could be. Your fortunes are gone. That's the worst one. Let's get that one out of the way. You have a small stipend so you don't starve, and that's about it. You've lost your title and your place in your house, which means the very little political power you had doesn't exist, and the politicians that didn't listen to you still won't listen to you. And finally, you're no longer allowed to hold any sort of corporate or state titles in Valdwin space. I can't run a company or my own property. In Valdwin space, there's nothing stopping you from immigrating and restarting anywhere outside Valdric. What, become an expatriate, move to whatever that is, or the Axle? It's not so bad, Cardos. I know plenty of 0 to 10s out there. So whatever that said. Okay, so some of these are way too fast. Yes, you would have been. I mean, I can read a little bit faster if I'm not reading out loud, of course. But even so. So we got somebody who's convicted of something. Whoa, hello. I checked the weather patterns, talked to the dispatches aboard the Hemadrid. It's an awkward name. I even got access to Gold 7's black box. They were destroyed well before any storm rolled in by something. Do I click on this? Or pirates. Tierra is not a fully mapped system. Any number of things could have taken the convoy out. You want my advice? Cardaws, it's not worth pursuing. At this point, you've got bigger things to worry about, things we need to discuss. Because even if a stormlight or something was responsible, what's going to change? Everyone whispers things about you. 0 to 10, renegade. Fratricide, bringing this up or proving it would just add cultist and stormwhite conspirator to that list. They think I killed my brother. They think that, but they're the ones that would give you your company back. The High Houses, the judges, governors. You've always been guilty in their minds. This just proves it. I didn't read what I just clicked on, unfortunately. Seek other sources of employment. I gave it some thought. Your best bet is freelance work. Trading and mining might be difficult. So I guess I'm the person who's being convicting, star chasing. How I have no money, no assets. So now I can WASD here. I doubt most people would give me something. That's not completely true. Whoa. Managed to drag this thing out of storage, had to pull out of favors to get it cleared to fly, but it will. There you go. I'll need to find work. Talk to the chapter master here on Voldrick. They're macro whatever. In the meantime, you need anything, you know where to find me. You'll get through this. Cardoz, you're nothing if not competent, I think it said. Alright, so we got first person view. I'm not sure what the frame rate is. It'd be nice to be able to see. It's certainly not completely stable, but also I believe, yeah, we're in borderless window mode. I'd really like to have a exclusive full screen option, and oh, the escape key doesn't do anything here. P brings up whatever this is. Oh, F1. Okay, F1 opens up the menu that I would expect the escape key would, which is strange. F2, I guess, warped me to wherever this is. Which is unfortunate because I didn't want to leave where I was. Now I don't know where I am. Wait a minute. Is that the thing? Alright, so yeah, I did something I shouldn't have, I suppose. Is that the ship that was in the other place I just was? What is that? Looks like a bar or something. So yeah, strange to put F1 here, but that's okay. Alright, so for whatever reason, if I click on this, it actually shows the window border instead of the opposite. But yeah, this is borderless window mode. There's no VSync option. So I would definitely suggest an exclusive full screen and a VSync option here. I mean, I know this isn't like an FPS or whatever, but it does have these first person segments at least. I don't know what it's like inside the ship yet, but I definitely prefer having the lower input lag over all the VSync and stuff, and also you get more stable frame rates. And exclusive full screen, not just for performance, but also because of just the way Windows works. I guess Windows 7, which I use, works a little bit different than Windows 10 in that regard, but I always prefer exclusive full screen personally. I think, yeah, at this point I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna try random things because I haven't really been given any sort of direction. Can I get... Oh, I can right click to get my mouse cursor. That's odd. I tried like the tab key, that doesn't seem to do anything. I guess this is... Okay, so I think I must have done this. Fortunately. Chapter house, launch to space. We have view cargo, view star map, character reputation, current objective, and log. Alright, appears to be quite empty as far as I can tell. So I would imagine when you very first start the game, that would be a good time to give the player an objective, if any time. Additional information. I don't know what that is. So okay, yeah, we do have like I like how it shows the hotkeys, so I don't necessarily have to memorize all those if I can just click on them here, and this is nice. These are, I'm guessing these are all going to be on the F keys, because I think F2 was this one, so maybe F3 will be this. Oh. Yeah, this is where I was before, right? I think that's... Oh, no, that's not this. So I don't know what F2 is bringing me to. Equipment deal... Oh. Apparently F2 is the equipment dealer. So yeah, I don't know how the F keys are linking up to these and stuff. So this is... Oh. He's a trader, so I guess that's not my ship anyways. That guy just kind of dropped over there, I guess. So yeah, I don't know how... What is what? It might be nice to have like, you know, when you warp somewhere, maybe just show the name, or like anytime you enter a place, I would just somewhere on the screen just have like a tiny little pop-up that just says the name of the place, you know, so it just gives you a bit better feedback. But yeah, the key layout on the keyboard here is a bit confusing. I'll probably just try to stick to visual UI as much as I can. I believe this is where I left off, was in here, and then I guess I just want to talk to this person. I do want to mention real quick, if anyone's watching, I did check some notes that the developer left about like a lot of graphics being placeholder on the interiors and stuff. So you are an equipment dealer. I have $1,000 worth of credits. Okay. I don't know what any of this stuff is or why I would buy it. Ammo, class bars, payload, a mine. There's a lot of stuff here right off the bat. It's a bit overwhelming. It might be worth paring this down. I mean, it's hard to say with like an early version of a game, but you know, just thinking about the new player experience, it's usually better to not present them with so many options at the start that don't really know what to do with. And just seeing, like, obviously I can't buy a lot of these because I don't have the money, but even just seeing so much stuff, it's a bit overwhelming to throw in someone's face all at once. But being an early version of the game, you also tend to not do that kind of polishing so much. Looks like we have a weapon here. But yeah, it would be nice to be given some sort of direction on what I'm doing. Looks like I'm assuming. Oh, assuming the left is what I have. Over here where it says equipment dealer, we got like a little search bar. That's cool. All stuff. I have Sunbeam, class 1 weapons, photonic repeater for civilian use. Sunbeam, 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 sunbeam. We have a thruster. It's a puny little thruster. We have old constable shield. Some of these aren't lit up, I guess, because I can't sell them. Hardpoint. Okay, so these aren't lit up because there's nothing equipped in this slot. It could be confusing to somebody that isn't familiar with the term hardpoint, but yeah, I don't know. We have hull webbing. Quick fix for hull fractures. Interesting. So it occurs to me that we have these long kind of lore-ish descriptions of these items, but there's not like a practical description for the most part. I mean, some of these have these stats or whatever. But something like this, which I assume is just for like it's a resource for repairing your ship. Like rather than making the player read through all of this and interpret everything that's written here, you might just put like a little note that just says like repairs your hull or something. Just like put that, you know, just like a really brief one-line explanation or something, and then you could have like the lore text underneath it, something like that. Might be worthwhile. I think I'm probably gonna get out of here. Well, I did have $1,000. I don't know if there's much I could buy with that. Shield cash. Augment ship shields and restore their energy in the event of damage. It's like the counterpart to the hull webbing, I assume. Yeah, so let's just leave this alone. Apparently that's my ship now. Very floaty jump. I can go here, but this is just where I came from. So... Alright, so it's a little strange to drop me off here, and then the only thing I can interact with is the equipment dealer. And as far as I know, I can't, like, talk with him or anything. I can only buy or sell things, but I don't have, like, a reason that I know how to do that. And so from that point, I don't know what to do. I mean, I can click on one of these to go to the other things here. But the game isn't really giving me any sense of like what am I supposed to be doing right now, or how to do any of it, you know. So I guess I'm just forced to experiment. It is also a little weird that you just kind of present the ship here, and I don't know of... There was at one point something about just like launch to space. I don't know if that was... If I'm here. Okay, so I can click on this and just launch to space if I want to. Is that actually my ship then?
Launch lanes open. You're clear.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm flying. Cardos, I've been looking for you. Who is that? Package arrived for you. Not sure from who. How does this... Oh, that's shooting. Head to Valdric and pick it up.
We made it. Thanks for the help. This is Speaker Beta 9. Docking clearance requested. Roger that. You are cleared to dock. Proceed to dock.
What are you talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. So... What in the heck?
This is Lobbit Beta 10.
I don't know why I can hold Q and E to do this. Very slowly. A and D is just left and right.
Finally reached my destination. This is Lobbit Alpha 6. Docking clearance requested. Roger that. You are cleared to dock. Proceed to dock.
Okay. I don't know who's talking. It's a little bit annoying and just seems very weird and random, but I still don't know how to actually pilot this. Okay, I can slap the space bar.
Roger that.
And apparently I can
Currently all in use.
fly around now. And now the Q and E seems to actually work. So it's really quite weird how for some reason I can hold Q and E in this mode and it just does this weird, really slow rotation of the camera.
Docking ports are free. Please proceed.
I don't really understand what this is all about. Oof. It's hard to like center it on something. Maybe you should add a little bit of a dead zone here in the middle. Because if you don't want to turn, if you just want to like point yourself towards something and then just go straight. Like, okay, you can slap the spacebar. But if you just want to stay in free flight mode and you just want to keep flying straight, it's very difficult to do that because there's not really a center point that you can aim at that kind of stops you. It's really hard to find it. So I would just put like a dead zone here. It doesn't even have to be big or anything. What is that sound? I don't know what that sound is. I guess it's those. So yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. I guess it says on the top right, sorry, it says delivery pickup, head to Azir Academy's Tavern and retrieve the package from whatever that says. This says waypoint. So yeah, I find it quite annoying in the free flight mode how it's just always turning and moving around like that. So I would definitely appreciate having a nice little dead zone in the middle here. Where is my destination? Okay, there's a little blue arrow. So I guess the waypoint is actually where I'm supposed to be going here. So let's actually go there, I guess. Yeah, this also could be quite annoying for when you're trying to shoot at things.
For the help. This is Speaker, Theta 2. Docking clearance requested. Roger.
If you have a dead zone in the middle here, you can kind of point yourself by going to the extremes, and then you can kind of aim more precisely while your ship isn't moving around all the time. Because when you kind of tie movement and aiming together like that, you can get into... I mean, in this way, your weapons aren't locked to your hull, so it's not like you have to point the ship directly at something.
Cargo scan.
So being able to just kind of point the ship in the direction and then move the reticle around a little bit in the middle here without the ship moving all around would be helpful for aiming. Let's continue on to this waypoint, I guess. I wonder what that says. Something freight. Now, is there some kind of resource? Okay, so it looks like the yellow bar at the bottom is being depleted when I shoot this. I don't think it shows the thrust anywhere. That might be nice, just to know if it's... Oh, maybe... Okay, I think at the bottom there's a number to the right of the three things. Is this... Oh no. Is there a way I'm meant to interact with this? Oh, I clicked on it. Wait, what did I do? Dock F3.
Stand by for a cargo scan.
Whoa, what's hitting me? What was that? I run. I'm so confused. Oh my gosh, this is a little hard to control. I just wanted to turn around and look at it. I'm trying to interact with this again. Okay, there's things flying through here. Why is it so hard for me to fly away from this thing? Okay. So somehow I clicked on this. I was just trying to like do that again. I don't really know what I did there, but I guess I have to fly in here and press F3.
This is Valor, Theta 10. Docking clearance requested. Docking permission granted.
It didn't pop up with the
1.
F3 thing again, but pressed F3 anyways. It says docking, so I'm assuming it's doing what it needs to. I might make this a little bit more obvious, this little text at the bottom. It's not quite, maybe not quite as obvious as I would make it. It looks like we have, oh my gosh, people are fighting. They're red, I should shoot them, I guess. Gosh, that's hard. Whoa. Okay, yeah, the frame rate is not... It's not consistent enough for me here. Okay, am I getting shot? This is not going well in terms of battling. I'm not really getting a handle on what is going on here. Okay, is there a little... It's a little hard to see, there's just so much on the screen. But I guess I seem to be getting shot a lot. But they've got these little... Is that really not hitting? Well, it's on fire. I don't know how many of those shots hit or didn't. Oh, that's really hard to aim. That's really hard to aim. I'm just holding the button and moving the mouse around. I'm not trying to maneuver my ship or anything. Wow, they take a lot of shots too. I don't really feel like maneuvering makes any difference at this point. It's just kind of the aiming. I don't see how I can incorporate maneuvering thoughtfully in this situation. But I can just point towards the thing and shoot. All right. Wow, that's hard to aim.
There's no way I'll survive.
So yeah, this would probably be easier to I mean, I would be I should say I would be curious how it would differ if you had the dead zone I was talking about in the middle here. This whole aiming and dogfighting thing. And trying to hit those shots. I don't know what this thing is. You can click on it. Hull webbing. Oh, it's like an item. Wow, I just flew right past it, so that's annoying. If I want that, what do I do? Just fly directly into it, or is there some other... Holy crap. I think I saw like an F key or something at some point. I don't see it. Oh, no, it just says 1. What do I do? I did press the F key. The F key makes a little noise. I don't know. Why is it trying to float in front of me? Somehow I'm manipulating it, I guess, or it's just trying to stay with... I don't know what's going on with this thing right now. That's weird. I can click down here, I guess. It makes a sound. I'm just spinning around because I'm trying to interact with the UI while in free flight mode, I guess. Oh, I can shoot my individual guns with the number keys. Okay. Is there a button? Should I just press all the buttons? Well, I guess I pressed I twice or something. Okay, so whoa. Alright. This seems a little buggy, so I'm pressing like the I key and the O key. And you can see sometimes it just kind of does the screen wipe and then it just goes back to here. Instead of showing the screen, the whatever menu I'm opening, apparently, it just kind of went back to the game. So it was a little weird. So yeah, I don't know how to potentially pick this up, or what did I do? Alright, Z makes a sound. I don't know what I'm doing. What is this? Cauldron. Well, let's turn off free flight here. Oh, okay. This in the top left it says what I'm hovering over down here, which is a little weird. I would put that more in context. You know, put that text down here somewhere. Records and treasure, cargo items, everything. Don't understand the different sound effects. Go to target. Target closest enemy. I guess we have some automatic flight options or something, maybe? Or it just shows like a highlight on them. Free flight mode. Canceling any autopilot. Interesting, I see. There's some autopilot that I'm not making use of. I would like to pick this up, but I don't know. Ah, I found a button. Okay, that's quite hidden. I guess we mission successful. Now I can click on that, I guess, and then apparently I'm close enough I can just press F3. Wonder why I'm going so fast. Pew pew. Interesting, there doesn't seem to be any... Oh, there is collisions. Just not... Apparently you have to be close enough. Alright, so I guess I'm going wherever this is. Which... I suspect is not necessarily where I'm supposed to be going. Well, this is waypoint again, so I guess... So I can just click on that and then press F3. I guess F3 is kind of the autopilot. And for some reason I get like these really high speed engines if I use the autopilot. I don't know if I can do that manually.
Alright, we made it. Thanks for the help. This is Speaker, White, 5. Docking clearance requested. Roger that. You are cleared to dock. Proceed to dock. 1.
Okay.
Prices up on that for weeks now. Docking permission granted. Proceed to dock. 1.
Alright, am I gonna fly into something? What the heck? What the heck? Wait, stop.
Plane line.
Stop.
Stand.
Where's...
Docking port.
I'm hitting the space bar. Apparently it says docking. Wait, can I
Roger that.
Okay.
You are cleared to dock. Proceed to dock.
F3 either... It still says docking down here. I still can't control what's going on. This is really weird. I think this is a bit buggy. So yeah, at the moment I have no control, but I think it's still trying to dock.
Roger that.
Alright, press F3 again.
To dock.
Oh boy, I don't know. Alright, escape key.
This is our stop. Thanks for the help.
F3.
Lob it. Gamma.
Is it just gonna fly into it? Oh my gosh.
Clearance requested. Docking permission granted. Proceed to dock. 1.
Alright, what is it doing? Okay, there are
Network is down again.
things out here. I don't know if these are bad guys. It has a green highlight. I don't know why I'm flying this way. I'm gonna hit escape again. Let's try manually flying to somewhere that appears useful. I assume I'm supposed to dock in... Okay, this kind of looks like a docking type thing. Let's try F3.
Permission granted.
Why is it going this way? Alright. Okay, I think we did it successfully this time. So I don't know if the game expects you to do some of this manually. It was just really confusing to me that it was like on autopilot and then it just started flying into stuff and then I couldn't understand how it was trying to fly, and I had to cancel it a bunch of times. Yeah, that was very confusing what the ship was trying to do. But the amount of autopilot that seemed to be there, it kind of made me think I could just... It would just, you know how to dock on its own. I don't know if that was... Oh, I'm still playing, okay. I don't know if that was the intention or not, or if I was intended to actually fly into position before telling it to dock, which is what I, of course, ended up having to do. Looks like I can jump up on this, which is interesting, but I can't... Obviously, I can't go anywhere I want here. I also can't go out here. Yeah, so this is interesting. I can move around in first person, and I like that I can jump, and apparently it's possible to jump up on things and stuff, but there isn't like a lot of room to move around in here. I think it'd be fun if there's just a little bit more room, a little bit more freedom for the player to run around as they please. Who are you? Quartermaster, equipment dealer. Thankfully the mouse sensitivity is roughly what I would have used anyways, I guess. Cargo trader. So am I meant to pick up? Is that... Wait, that was the wrong one. Oh, okay. Delivery pickup. Some sort of care package arrived for me, but was sent to the wrong location. He's on board Ezir Academy, waiting to hand it off to me. I should head over there to pick it up. The road ahead isn't going to be easy. I'll need any advantage I could get. Delivery pickup, clear active quest. So again, I think it would be nice, instead of having to read all of this, it would be nice to have a clearer indication just what exactly you're doing in terms of gameplay. Just something very practical, just a very short and straightforward explanation, and then if you want the details and the lore and stuff, you can put that there as well. Okay, in the top right here, we've got some info. I wasn't reading that before. Head to Ezir's Academy Tavern and retrieve the package. Alright, so yeah, that would be information I would put in, the actual objective screen here, where this is where you should get your full information about this kind of thing. So it feels like there's stuff is missing if you're not putting a simple message like that there. I assume the only way to get to the tavern is just to go and click here. And that's going somewhere else, maybe? Book of Truths. Oh my gosh, no. This isn't much of a bar. Do I have to go in there? What is this? Oh, this is who I was looking for. This is the person. I don't know if this counts as a person or not. It's some kind of AI robot thing or something. Send the package out to your ship. There's another reason why I want to talk to you. Employment is going to be hard for you. So he's recommending me. Wait, what? When you're targeting a station, it might have a thing that looks like an exclamation mark to the left of it. That means someone posted something to a job board. Usually for some sort of specialized work. So he's asking for info. Oh, he's asking if I need any info. Alright, so I don't necessarily want to read all of this right now, unfortunately. If I was playing more casually, I might. Anything else you need to know? So, oh, okay, so this can scroll. So this could have been, I could imagine somebody not realizing that, like, there's a scroll bar over here and just not seeing an option to stop talking to this person and just kind of getting stuck here. It was a little weird, but whole missile launcher set. Wait, somebody bought me a whole missile launcher set? Payout 10,000, picked up rapid fire missile. Okay, so I thought I was picking up something to deliver it or something, but I guess somebody just delivered missiles to me. Is that what's going on? And this is an exclamation mark on it, which I guess means I have something new or whatever. Which I would kind of expect it, if that's the case, that the exclamation mark on this icon meant I had something new. I would kind of expect the new things to be labeled in here also. So otherwise it's hard for me to tell, especially if you end up with these big lists. Your data space. Is this equipped or is it just being held? It's equip item. So that's something that's kind of confusing to me because I understand we have like these hard points, but right in the same menu thing here, we have these other things that apparently aren't equipped, so I don't really know. Like, in my brain it doesn't really seem organized properly where there isn't like a division indicating stuff that's just being held like in a cargo hold versus stuff that's actually on these hard points and stuff. So that might be something worth doing. Maybe, just even do something simple, like just put like a line here somewhere and put the word cargo with an arrow pointing down, and then you just have like your cargo stuff, and then you have your stuff that's actually equipped on other things. Something like that. I don't know if I'm understanding what I'm seeing correctly. I guess I can click on this also, but this apparently doesn't count as cargo. But yeah, this isn't equipped, but these are equipped. I don't see anything visually differentiating between them. So that's kind of my point. Even if it's not cargo in the sense of what you are considering cargo, I guess. So yeah, let's look at current objective and log. So somebody just randomly sent me a bunch of missiles, but I had to pick it up from this guy. Oh, it arrived from you, but was sent to the wrong location. Yes, I'm reading this a little bit fast. Let's go ahead and... Wait, which thing is the inventory again? Guess it's this. I want to equip the missiles, I think. Which we have room for already. Union flight tutorial. Well, that would have been useful. I don't remember seeing that before, but let's try that out, I think. So yeah, we are in free flight. We have sim beams. That's cute. All right.
Car does. Glad to see you found the present I got you.
Indeed.
Look, I know with everything that's happened, you probably think your life is over, but it's not. You've got options. Or, well, an option. The point is, you can get out of this. But you're going to be a star chaser, and that means you're going to be flying. And if you're going to be flying, you'll need to brush up on your flight skills. I don't care what you think. I know for a fact it's been at least 20 years since you've actually been in a cockpit. You need a refresher course.
Alright, so I'm just waiting for useful information here.
To walk you through the essentials when it comes to steering a ship.
Yeah, he's taking a while to get to the point.
Pre-recorded messages to guide you along. All you have to do is select something from the list. Otherwise, quit when you feel comfortable.
Okay, choose response. Numpad. It's interesting to suddenly use the numpad for stuff here, but I guess we're doing number one. Let's go ahead and...
So,
I mean, I noticed you can use the mouse too, which is
first
nice.
thing you need to understand is that all ships come with a default way to fly, and will translate your actions into flight moves, but you can turn this mode on or off. When it's off, you can better interact with any interfaces, then turn it back on when you need to fly again. Any ship you fly is going to come with a throttle and a set of basic moves for setting that throttle. You don't need to be constantly accelerating or decelerating your ship, just set it to the speed you want. Now, let's try something simple. I've set up a series of rings. Accelerate and fly through them.
Okay. It's interesting how the throttle has kind of a lot of inertia to it. I kind of wish it would not have quite so much inertia. Like when it gets to where I want it to, I let off the throttle, but it kind of keeps accelerating for a little while. Which doesn't quite make sense for throttle, I don't think. I mean, it makes sense that the ship itself has inertia, obviously, but not the throttle. Anyways, your ship will follow your mouse to steer. Pressing space will toggle this. Mouse follow on or off. The W and S keys will increase or decrease your ship's throttle. You can also use the mouse wheel to set ship's throttle. Interesting. So yeah, it occurs to me like I was kind of thrown into the game and had to fly around really quite baffled for a while. It would have been nice to go through some tutorial like this before having to deal with like a bunch of kind of confusing stuff out in space there. It's not any indication that I'm correctly going through these rings, but I'm fairly confident that I'm doing it correct. I mean, usually just gives them a little feedback, like a sound or something. Okay.
Now you can avoid crashing into things. Let's try something more complicated. Your ship has lateral and reverse engines, which lets you strafe right and left as well as fly backwards. Unlike your throttle, these aren't set, so you'll have to hold that pose if you want to keep strafing or reversing. There's also, I'm not sure the word for them, but they let your ship roll left and right. Again, they work just like your lateral thrusters.
You're talking about this.
And last for your thrusters,
I don't know what the
auxiliary
reverse
thruster.
is.
Some people call it a booster. Holding down the action for that will greatly accelerate your ship to a very high speed. Apparently, Star Chasers use it to avoid incoming fire or, quote-unquote, close the distance, like in a movie. Just be aware, it's not infinite.
Alright, so he's talking for a while and he's talking about things, but I, like,
charge.
when he mentions the things, I wanna try them out, but I have to sit
Let's try a test
and
then.
wait for him to stop
Another series
talking.
of rings to fly through, but
Um,
now it'll be timed. Use the boost to get through.
Interesting. So yeah, he talks for quite a while. Once he mentions the things, like I want to try them immediately, but I have to sit and wait for him to finish. It takes quite a while, and then like it'll show me what the actual buttons are and let me actually try to do it. Oh, repeating test. Why? We're just messing around. I guess because it decided that I failed it. Which is weird. Okay, holding down A or D will strafe. Left and right, I kind of knew that. Holding down X. Oh. I see. Wait. So apparently you can put the throttle up and then press reverse. And then I don't know what it's doing. Like the throttle, you can still hear the sound of the throttle is still up high. This is a little weird. I'm not really sure what the intention is there. Maybe it does like full throttle in reverse versus low. No, I don't know. Repeating test. One thing I noticed, I guess that doesn't matter. I was noticing that like when you roll, if you're turning while you roll, it kind of like looks like your ship is rotating the opposite direction, just because of the way that the camera and the ship are slightly desynced. I don't think that's important though. Hold down tab. I see. That's a strange key. I wonder why you would use tab. I guess in the... Okay, so the bottom...
Good.
On the right side of the bottom is where the boosting stuff
You know, in
is.
a movie where someone screams, "Full power to engines!" Like this. In places without lane lines or some sort of highway, you'll be using this a lot. High engines take a while to charge.
I'd rather the booster be on shift key. That seems much more intuitive to me. I don't see what shift is being used
There's no
for.
way to get around by yourself. Let's do another test. Fly a few thousand meters, but using your high engines.
Okay, what's the button? Shift and W. Okay, so that's what the shift is being used for. While in high engine mode, your ship flies much faster, but you cannot use any equipment like weapons, drones, or missiles. You can exit high engine mode by pressing shift and W again, or the acceleration W and deceleration W keys. Does that mean one or the other, or both of them? Because it uses the word and. So yeah, I would suggest putting the high engine mode on tab, because it's like slightly out of the way. I mean, it's easy enough to hit it, but when you're doing like dogfighting and stuff, you want to keep your fingers on like the WASD, and then the shift key is of course very easy to hit while you are doing these normal controls. So I would put the boosters, this one, on the shift key, and then put this thing on tab. How is it working? Oh, it is working. All right, so yeah, I mean that's cool and all, but I would change the default keys. I know the keys are rebindable, but it just, you know, defaults are kind of important.
Okay, that covers
too,
the
in
basics
my
of
opinion,
flight, and
so-
I do mean the basics. You're going to want to proceed next to the advanced flight section. That'll
All right, docking and autopilot.
If you need to cover anything else, just go through the list.
Advanced flight. All right, so yeah, this takes a while. I mean, obviously I'm stopping and talking and stuff, but he's talking a lot too, and it takes a while to get through these mostly rather simple things. I would try to speed this up a bit.
So long as it has the data on it. A targeted item will show its shield and hull integrity, name, distance, And your IFF will register whether or not the target is friendly, neutral, or hostile to you. I think it sometimes turns cyan, but I forget what that one means.
That's very helpful.
Let's do a basic test. Try and target this cube.
The cube. Right mouse will target anything that your target crosshair is currently over. So left. Oh.
Alright, you know how to do extremely simple tasks.
No, I left clicked though.
You'll be blowing up monsters the size of a star in no time.
It said right click.
Now on to the more complicated stuff. When you select a target, you'll find certain options will be available to you if you look over at the Autopilot section of your HUD.
Is that
Turning
this?
on any of these will turn on the Autopilot, which means your ship's not going to follow your commands anymore. However, you can cancel an Autopilot at any time.
Okay, with the escape key I assume.
Off the top of my head, there are 3 basic Autopilot commands: Go To, Dock, and Formation. Pretty much anything you target will be able to be flown to by Autopilot. That's the Go To command.
Okay.
While it's active, your ship will get fairly close to the object in question, and will try to avoid any obstacles. Just remember, the ship's autopilot isn't 100% reliable. Pay attention
Indeed.
to where you're flying, or else you might smack into the side of a planet. The next command is dock, and it's similar to Go To. The only difference is once it reaches a suitable distance, it'll try and dock at your targeted object. Stations, planets, lane lines, jump gates, jump holes, all can be docked at. Just remember that, again, the autopilot isn't a genius. It's going to try and take the easiest path it can, so it's sometimes quicker to line yourself up a few clicks away from the thing you want to dock with. Lastly, there's the formation command. This is just for ships. With this on, it'll try and maintain formation with whatever you're targeting, but that also means if it enters a gate or a lane, it'll take you along with it. I hear some corporations get really mad if a star chaser tries to hitchhike with them, but they won't do anything about it.
That sounds neat.
Anyway, I know there was a lot to take in, so let's try another test.
Ugh.
Target the lane line, then dock with it. You'll notice how your autopilot moves and responds.
Alright. So this is all I really need right here. I mean, obviously there's a little bit of information that was given in all that text that was useful, but it just takes quite a while. When you have an item targeted, pressing F2 will fly your ship to it, pressing F3 will fly your ship to it, then dock with it, pressing F4 will fly your ship to enter formation with another ship. So yeah, I mean, this, if you just gave me this instead of like all that talk, this would have gone a lot quicker. So targeting.
Good.
Wait,
Right now you're in a lane line. Like autopilot, you can cancel out of these.
all I did was left click once.
Good.
Wait, I didn't do anything.
Lane lines and jump gates you can disable the autopilot's docking procedures.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Stations and planets, however, insist that you use them. Even pirates will probably obey that, as nobody wants to collide with a school bus by accident.
I'm guessing the lane line is the thing inside of the thing that makes you zoom like a highway,
I won't go into the scientific.
which I didn't actually enter, but this might be a bit
But
buggy
you can
here.
activate alternate flight mode that will disable any stellar friction on your ship.
What the heck?
Skilled pilots can use it to turn around and fire backwards, or pull off crazy maneuvers.
With it off, your ship will continue traveling at the... Oh, I didn't... What the heck?
Use it for any advanced flights.
Stop skipping the stuff.
You should start getting going.
Alright, so Z will
If
allow you to...
remember anything else, just go through the list.
It just like kills your engines and stuff, and then you just maintain your inertia, I assume. Which actually sounds really cool. But yeah, that seemed pretty buggy. And I didn't actually end up using some of that stuff. I think I understood most of it. I'm still not sure. I'm pretty sure it said right click on things to target them, except right click is shooting. Maybe it meant left click. Oof. We only got through 2 of these so far. Holy crap, this is gonna be a long video.
Okay. Hopefully Hopefully you know how to fly before we get into this.
I don't know how to skip his text.
First thing you need to know about combat are your weapons and your bars. Holding down your fire will shoot any of your primary weapons, but those weapons take energy. That's the yellow bar. It slowly recharges, but if you don't have enough of it, you can't fire. All weapons do damage to your shields and to your hull, so your shields are your blue bar. When it runs out, your hull, which is your red bar, will start taking damage. And well, obviously if that runs out, you're dead. Your shields will regenerate, but your hull won't.
I'm hitting the shift key, it's not... No, not left mouse button. I want the shift key, man. It doesn't work. It's back to left mouse button. Okay, let's try tab. I don't know why it's making any sounds. Toggle high engines. Tab. Shift doesn't work. It sounds like it's trying to go into high engine mode. I don't know if it's just these audio effects are playing as a bug or what's going on, but I can't rebind this to left shift for some reason, which is really unfortunate. I don't know if control, I don't know what control is used for. I don't necessarily want to do control, I want shift, but control is at least near it. I don't know. No, control doesn't work either. I guess this just doesn't want to work for some reason. So I can't set this to shift either. Maybe it wants to. Oh, I held left shift and it worked eventually. Okay, let's try that here. Oh, okay, so it wants me to hold the button down for like a little while. I don't know if it's designed to do that, but that's the only thing that seems to be working. So toggle high engines is going to be tab. So yeah, I think this is maybe a little buggy. I think I did it. You'll start taking damage. Wow, I'm in free flight. Apparently I'm in the high engine mode.
Things you target that can be damaged will also have hull and shield bars, which all obey the same rules. So try it out. Your ship's weapons are active now, and the cube nearby can be destroyed. Go on and blow it up.
So yeah, this feels a lot better to me. I guess we just shoot this. Press and hold mouse 1 to fire your ship's active weapons. That is not mouse 1, that is mouse 2. That's the right mouse button. Mouse 1 is left mouse button. Most weapons take energy to fire, weapons do damage to shields, and when those run out, they do damage to hulls.
Good. Now, obviously in a real fight, your target will try to maneuver, thrust, and generally get away from you.
Hitting Z might be hard, but...
There's a leading pip, which is what you want to aim your ship's guns at.
So if I'm at like 0, I can like almost instantly hit max speed with the shift. That's interesting.
Now your ship's shields do slowly regenerate, but both your shield and hull can quickly be repaired. All ships have space to carry shield caps.
That's the...
and damage hull levels, as well as systems to deploy them.
Wait, I'm not paying attention to what he's saying at this point.
Of course, having space means you can only carry so many.
Apparently,
Think when and where you want.
at some point the scroll bar got set to thrust. This is why it's making that sound. It's even making it in the menu here. Whoa, clicking and dragging that. Oh, I missed it. Okay, so I can do this. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's not, thrust is set to left shift, so I don't know why it's, you know, maybe there's just a bug that it got stuck to the scroll wheel for some reason, but the scroll wheel is supposed to be for accelerate and decelerate, right? But I don't actually see it in here, like actually bound to anything, so that's a little weird. Something's funky in here, but I'm just gonna try not to touch the scroll wheel. So what he talking about carrying something?
Another
Maybe
test. Your ship's shield and
like
hull are
missiles or
damaged.
something?
Use your caches and webbing to repair them.
Pressing G will repair your ship's shield. Pressing F repairs your ship's hull. Both of these take caches and webbing. And I assume there is... What is it, just doing it automatically? Because I didn't touch anything. I just figured there'd be... Oh, maybe over here? Oh, yeah, okay. I just figured there'd be like a somewhere you could just click on. Oh, it's just instant.
Now, energy weapons aren't the only thing available for you.
So maybe the ship automatically heals, but this would
launched on your ship.
like give it a big
Mine's
boost
gonna
or
be
something.
Slower but more persistent, while missiles are faster but worse at tracking targets.
Okay.
But if a missile or a mine is targeting you, you can use anti-projectile countermeasures against it. They don't always work though.
Not sure what this rectangle on the left here
All these
is.
things require some form of ammunition.
Pressing R will fire any missiles you have. Pressing T will... Oh, I didn't
Alright,
get to read that.
I'll put you
Okay, there was no test. I don't know if this is just incomplete, maybe.
Go on, kill it for me.
Or okay, so this is a test now, but yeah, like I didn't even get to read what it said about using the missiles and stuff. So I don't know if maybe there's a missing test there or something. Use everything you've learned to destroy the pirate fighter.
Weapons primed.
Holy crap! So my boost got stuck on there for a moment when I pressed shift and I released it. It didn't.
Weapons primed. Enemy on scope.
It didn't stop.
Target in my sights.
Okay, where is he? How do I target him again?
Weapons primed.
Can I
Scope.
just click on that and then what is the auto? Wait. All right, so it's really annoying how I have to look at the top. Like if I'm looking at the bottom left to see what I'm clicking on, then I have to look up to the top left to see what it actually is. It's quite annoying. Go to the target.
Enemy target in my sights.
So it's still in free flight, but I'm trying to use autopilot. It's not making sense. I don't know. Isn't it supposed to? Yeah, I don't understand what's going on here because as soon as I move the mouse or something, I don't know if I'm not supposed to use this in combat or something. I don't quite understand. Alright.
Weapons primed. Enemy on
So yeah, it's gonna be hard to... if he's constantly facing me. Ow. Can he shoot backwards? I don't know how to avoid shots from this guy. Like, if I'm shooting at him, he could probably shoot at me. It's generally the case here. Wow, okay. Yeah, sometimes the booster's getting stuck on. So what are the buttons? R and T? Or something? I'm pressing them, they're not doing anything. Maybe I just don't have any in the simulation. Okay, on the right here, it doesn't mention any missiles or anything, so I guess I just don't have any. Even though it was like talking about using them.
evasive action.
So the simplest thing seems to be just to keep shooting and aiming constantly. I don't really see how to work in like the evasiveness, and it doesn't seem like you can like get... Whoa, what is that?
Just go through the list.
The hull whipping. I don't think this... wait. That doesn't seem to want to work. How did I do this before? Oh, there's a button right here. Why is there a button here for... Wait, that's not back up. Apparently I don't need to be very close to pick that up, but yeah, so I don't really see how to work them maneuvering into these dogfights and stuff, because you can basically just kind of spin around until you see the enemy, and then you can shoot at him. But then he may or may not be shooting at you at that time. I don't really see a way to like get behind them and pursue them and that kind of thing. So not sure what to do about that. You know, maybe make the enemies not quite so maneuverable or something, so that they can't just turn around on a dime and just yeah, I don't know. I can't really like strafe around them because this is obviously very slow. I guess we'll do... Was that basic or advanced combat? I don't even know.
Alright, let's cover advanced combat. Just make sure you've gone through basic combat first, since we're going to just assume you're now comfortable with that sort of stuff. Selecting a valid target isn't the only way to target it. Your ship is a list of any detected solar bodies within range, sorted by range. You can choose targets from this list, and also filter it by certain types of entities. You know, like ships, or planets, and stations.
Okay, it'd be nice to like point out what windows he's talking about on the screen here. I'm assuming he means down here.
These are special pieces of tech. Think massive railguns, nanite chargers, rift inducers, the works. All of them work off an auxiliary power source that your ship harvests from ambient energy and sources. I honestly don't know what that actually means, but most Star Chasers I talk to say that it's that shooting and getting shot at contributes to that.
Contributes to what?
So try it out. Your ship's got a railgun that can be fired at a nearby target.
Your heavy equipment can be activated fire by pressing Shift and Q. It's a strange combination doing so. Well, I bound Shift to boosting. Doing so drains your heavy equipment bar, but doing and taking damage builds this bar's energy back up. So we have a heavy equipment bar, which is it the blue one? I don't know.
I'm still not exactly sure how you lucked into a friend drive, but now that you have one, you've got a free pass to effectively summon any of your allies to help you out at any time.
So the queue isn't working anymore. I don't know.
I don't fly a ship, so you'll need to start making some friends. But if
Shift
you
and
do,
Q.
you'll be able to open up a menu for that drive and call them for assistance.
Okay, there's just a brief little laser that I shot by pressing Shift Q, and now I can't do it anymore. I don't really understand.
There's enough extra processing power and energy to support.
I was talking about summoning things, which I didn't end
You
up
have one equipped.
doing any of that.
It'll help you out. From what I understand, it can either come in the form of defense or utilities, or an automatic turret.
Your equipment panel, which one is that? Down here somewhere?
Finally,
I don't know.
Find or buy one, but ships can mount cloaking devices. There are a lot of drawbacks to them, and you really can't shake a ship that's already tracking you, but it's a good way to avoid combat.
You have a cloaking device, Shift and R. Okay, but I apparently don't have one, so it's kind of useless to tell me about that out of context
If you've covered
here.
everything else, the only thing left to go over is your ship's remaining utility functions.
Okay.
If you need to cover anything else, just go through the list.
I guess this is the last one, so let's go through it.
Your ship comes with a variety of utilities and extra functions not related to combat. You won't always be fighting, as a Star Chaser does a lot of freelance salvage work, mining work, and fishing work. It's important to know the things your ship can do that aren't related to combat. Every ship has a subspatial cargo collector. Some people call it a tractor beam, but it's not a beam. It's got nothing to do with traction. With this, your ship will indicate if there's any nearby cargo it can collect, and if you activate it, it'll scoop up any cargo it can fit. That includes salvage from destroyed ships, but also anything from asteroids you've mined. Let's try it out. Fly over to the nearby cargo box and collect it.
Alright. Activated with B, any nearby items will be collected in your inventory. But you have space for them. An indicator will appear in the bottom right corner of the HUD. You have any nearby cargo that can be collected. I assume that means this little area here. Wait, how far is this? Alright, here it is. Oh gosh. It's weird to transition between
Your ship also
piloting
has a
and
long-range scanner.
interacting with the UI
This
here.
is different from the contact list, as it can pick up fluctuations in mass very far out.
I assume this is the
Using
contact
it takes a
list.
ton of energy. It's not completely accurate, but in general, it'll show you the direction of nearby points of interest as pulses on your HUD.
Okay.
Different colored pulses mean different things. I'm not entirely sure what, but I think gold or yellow pulses are particularly saturated areas.
Shift and B. I don't really understand the shift modifier being used with this.
There are dark places out there in space, and I mean literally dark. It'll be hard to see at times, which is when your ship's headlights will really come in handy.
We have headlights.
Just be careful, because the headlight command tends to be similar to the self-destruct command.
What?
And I know you've had a hard year, but you're not the type of guy to go and blow himself up.
What? Headlight with K, holding down Shift and K will eventually self-destruct your ship.
Finally.
Okay, I didn't read the rest of
this
that.
is mostly for vanity reasons. You can
That's
send out
weird.
cameras to get a better view of your ship, look behind you, get an orbital view. You know how it is. There are different camera modes that can be toggled on and off, but I would avoid doing it in combat. There's more than one Star Chaser that died trying to take a selfie.
Cool. Different camera modes, V,
And
something.
that covers your utilities. If you've gone through all of them, that pretty much reaches all the main points. You can go through the tutorials
Oh
again,
no.
but otherwise these messages.
Does it have autosave?
If you need to cover anything else, just go through the list.
Goodness sake, how long have I been playing this? I guess that's an autosave. Holy crap. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty painful tutorial. I didn't learn any... I almost said I didn't learn anything. I meant to say I didn't learn everything, I don't think, but you have a general enough sense of things. Yeah, I kind of wish these areas were a little bit more sensibly laid out. It doesn't really look like anything to me. But it did say there were placeholder graphics that might also mean for like the actual layout of them and stuff too. It's entirely likely that this will change a lot. From here, what do I even do? Delivery pickup head to... Oh, so this is loaded before I actually did this apparently. Just gonna click through. Apparently I have to go down and click that's all. Alright, so thankfully I could click through that pretty quickly. That's breath of fresh air compared to that tutorial. And then from that point, I think I don't have any... Wait, how do I get my mouse back? Okay. Actually, it occurs to me that it's kind of inconsistent where if you are in the ship and you want to get your mouse to interact with the UI, you hit the space key. Whereas in here, you have to right click. I wonder if there's a way you could kind of unify that command. Equip the missile. Then we don't have any don't have any current objective, do we? This is completed. I assume we're just supposed to wait a minute. What is this? Mission tab, news panel. Alright. It's just news. There's a big escape thing. Available missions. So I guess these are tied to the location I'm at, I think. I don't know what the D means. I'm assuming the number is like how much they're offering. It's not like a $sign, but structured demolition. That sounds interesting. I don't want to read this. I've spent too long here. simply says launch to space, which is kind of strange. I guess we want to go here and then click on this.
You are cleared to launch. Good luck out there. Uploading mission critical data. Good luck.
Thank you. Where am I going? Give me an arrow. Please. Oh, there's an orange arrow. Waypoint. Okay, so this doesn't stand out quite as much as I wish it would. Also, I'm curious as to why it's orange now. I guess maybe because it's... Maybe it's like a non-critical mission or something? So it's a different color? I don't know. I can only assume. So if I click on this, or we want to dock with it, I think. So it's going to go into high engines. Still says docking.
Storm patterns. I don't want to be caught unaware.
Is it docking? Okay, there it goes. Seems like it takes its time to get into this position, but... So this is, what do they call this again?
Switching fire to Star Chaser Alpha 1 dash.
Why did it kick me out here? Somebody's... just wants to fight me, I guess? Is that what's going on?
Under fire. Taking a base attack.
Just gonna keep hammering him with this. Alright, stop, stop. What is it? Love? Why is it love? What is love? Picked up love 1. Reached level 3, picked up hull webbing. Okay. So in that interaction, I was able to ride his tail, which is felt better than what was going on before with the dogfights. So that's nice, I guess. Just hit the dock button. Interesting, I can hit the boost button while in docking mode. It does seem to take its sweet time.
I'm engaging. Washer 3 2 dash.
Are those bad guys? Washers. Shoot bullets at them. Holy crap. Ow. Did my shields disappear? I can't tell if the meter is empty or full. Is this the button? Okay. I only had one of those. So I got hit by a lot of stuff all at once. Apparently that wasn't the best way to engage.
Enemy target. I've got him right where I want him. Got him in my sight.
Holy crap, there's a big something in the way here. Alright, turn around.
Weapons prime. Enemy on weapons prime.
Where is anything? Right, red arrows. Wait, what am I shooting at? There's a big ship that I don't really want to shoot, so I'm assuming I can damage it.
Sights. Opening fire. No.
No! They blew it up!
Target. I've got him right where I want him.
Oof. I'm taking damage.
Go.
Holy crap. Why can he just hammer me with shots like that?
Weapon. I've got him right where I want him.
Maybe I shouldn't be fighting these guys. Just figure there's red things in the area I'm supposed to kill them, you know. This isn't working.
Sights. Opening fire. Weapons prime. Enemy on scope.
What the heck?
Opening fire.
Maybe I shouldn't even use the little
Sights.
reticle thing. I don't know.
Opening fire. Weapons prime. Enemy on scope. I've got him right where I want him.
Well, this isn't working. I don't know.
Enemy target in my sights. Weapons
What is it?
I've got him right where I want him.
Highlight this guy. I'm trying to left click on him. It's not working.
Weapons prime.
There it goes. Why is it yellow? I'm taking a ton of shots here.
Enemy target in my sights.
Oh my gosh, this guy's super owning me.
Target in my sights. Weapons prime. Enemy on scope.
What the heck?
Down.
That guy died. That's good. Wow, I just launched a missile randomly.
Weapons prime. Enemy on scope.
I don't know how many missiles I have. 29, I guess.
Got them in my sights. Opening fire. Enemy target in my sights. I've got him right where I want him.
Alright, that's not working.
Got them in my sights. Opening fire. I've got him right where I want him. Weapons prime. Enemy on scope.
I think that's not a bad guy. The red one.
I've got someone on my head. I've got him right where I want him.
Stop shooting me! Shoot the guy who's got red lines around him. Holy crap. That took a long time. Just click on whatever. I got some hull webbing. There. Okay. So yeah, enemies take a lot of shots to take down. Find the dogfighting pretty awkward. But eventually was able to do that, I guess. Where am I supposed to be going? I guess to whatever waypoint is here. I'm still just going in this little highway thing, I guess. I don't know if I need to stop and kill these guys. Oh, I should be using this bad boy, right?
I wonder if.
Oh, stop. Stop. You're supposed to be... Alright, I'm hitting F3. It's not doing any docking, though. This is selected, right? F3 should autopilot, if I'm not mistaken here. Guess I have to F2? Because F3 isn't available? It's a little weird. Is this... This is what I'm supposed to be doing? For 12,000 whatevers? Light years, is it? I don't know. Well, it's not going to take that long, I guess. It's just a little weird. I gotta wrap up this video. My gosh, this was a long video, but yeah, a lot of stuff to get through. I think you know, you can see a lot of the ideas in here, and whoa, apparently there's more enemies, and suddenly it just threw me back into free flight mode. I didn't even have my hand on the mouse. I'm actually gonna pause this. I think I'm gonna try and wrap up the video. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff here. You can see, where things are going and the kind of stuff that you can do with all these mechanics and stuff. There's a lot of really interesting things. I think right now a lot of it's pretty awkward feeling, in my opinion. Particularly, I didn't like that tutorial. It just took way too long to get to the relevant information, and some of the other stuff is a little bit kind of broken. I'd say, in terms of either not working correctly or like not actually making me use the things that it was telling me about, which is not very good because it's not useful to give the player this kind of information without providing any context and like having them actually act it out and stuff. So definitely a lot you could improve there, I think. And for sure there's going to be some amount of stuff with the general interface with the game that's just going to come down to having more experience and spending more time with it and stuff. But yeah, hopefully you could gather something from watching me fiddle around with it and try to play it, and hopefully that was useful to you. Please let me know if you have any questions for me, and I will see you in the next video.